live. Got some more Kahoots for y'all today. Get started. Here in a little bit. Yo, what's good, Drogon? What's good, bro? So if you weren't in the last one, Drogon, we're gonna be doing... I would say good if I didn't have... Oh, really? You have a broken arm? Dang, man, that sucks. Wow. That's crazy, dude. So what's happening? So in my last live stream, I don't know if you saw it, but we're gonna be doing some Kahoots today in this stream as well. So we're just gonna have a nice time and have fun. Just chill. Yeah, I'm gonna get the code up in a few minutes. I'm trying to get something done real quick and then I'll get the code up there. Yo, what's good, Lewis? So let me get this set up. There you go. Let me change the settings. There we go. Okay, it's already good. Yeah, another Kahoot for y'all today. This time we're gonna be doing high school trivia. So broken arm sucks. Yeah, it really does. Also, Drogon, did you see the new Legend unit today? Did you see it? Or did you watch the live stream if you were able to? Did you watch the video? Guess we'll just wait for some people to get in, at least minimum of 3 people. We'll wait for them to get in and then we'll start. Had to watch the video, yeah, me too. So what do you think about it? What do you think about that Piccolo? Because me personally, I looked at his kit. He can low-key be usable. He would be like at least top 3 if he had better teams. Because um he has regen, super warrior, um merging. He has all those tags on him, so and the crappy part about it is he's blue, so he's really going to be like a direct counter to Buhan, pretty much. But yeah. Green Man equals Raton. See, a thing I like about the Piccolo is that they made it to where he counters freaking revival units. So like Gohan usually heals 70%. Now he's only going to heal 28% of his HP, so that is a big upgrade. That is really good. And I'm happy that they did that for him. So, thing is, for me, I'm probably not gonna summon because I don't really have that many good teams for him, let alone characters. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna summon. I'm gonna let the character age for a few days. But the AOE heals. It's not an AOE green. It's a charge green. Are you talking about the Piccolo or the Gohan? Because the Piccolo green card heals 15% HP. So I feel like Piccolo is more of a defensive unit. The Raton AoE, valid, but like that is if he gets the chance to even use one. And even so, how much does it heal? Like 10%, 5%? That's like nothing. Piccolo is defensive. Dodge! Useless. You know what's good? Eminence, you want to join this Kahoot, broski? It's high school trivia, and whoever the winner is gets to pick what the next Kahoot's going to be about. So like if you win Eminence, if you win, you can choose it to be like about Dragon Ball Legends. Because there's some Dragon Ball Legends Kahoots. You'll do it, why not? Alright. It's high school trivia first. So and whoever wins gets to pick what the next Kahoot's gonna be about. So yeah. W Team 4-star reference. Yep. Piccolo is defensive, so you don't have to dodge. 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 Useless. Alright. We got Hitoshi in here. Let's start. High school general knowledge trivia. Question 1. In what country are these monuments located? Good. Hitoshi is in the lead by just a few. Which one is not a work of William Shakespeare? So which one is not? So which one of these did William Shakespeare not make? Which one? Ooh, nobody got that one. What is the name of the triangle below that has two sides that are equal in length? Support Kid Gohan a free to play? No, I think it's gonna be like a case of where there's gonna be two different supporters. Maybe the Gohan's free to play? I'm not sure though. We'll have to see tomorrow. Ooh. Who knows math more? It was Hitachi. He knew. Alright. How many branches of the US government are there? Good, at least you guys know history. Or civil or civics. Shoot. Given the data set 4, 5, 12, 8, 3, 2, and 8, find the median. Wow. Nobody got that one. Okay then. Next one. What is the capital of California? Wow. Holy crap. Alright. Which author wrote the Harry Potter book series? There you go. Solve for x. 8x plus 16 equals 24. Ugh. There we go. Someone got it right. Oh, it was Lewis. Wow. Okay. Which of the following countries was not an Axis power during World War II? I feel like that question was one of those cases where the longest answer was the right one. What is the fifth planet from the sun? There you go, guys. Good job. Oh, Hitashi's in the lead. There's still plenty of questions to go, though. Which of these wars occurred and first in American history? There you go. Hitachi is on the streak. What parts make up an atom? Good job, guys. Alright. Which of the following is both a continent and a country? Ooh, you guys both got it. Wow. Good job, guys. For any of you new people joining, the pin is 4495578. I repeat, 4495578. And if you would like to wait for the next Kahoot, feel free to stay for the stream and wait for the next code. What is the chemical name for water? That ought to be a fast one. Wow. Okay, next one. Which of the following musicians was not part of the Beatles? Ooh, Sting was not part of the Beatles. Hitoshi got it right. What is the square root of 64? This should be a really easy one right off the bat. Wow. Who didn't answer that one? Lewis, bro, come on. That was an easy one. In literature, what is foreshadowing? There you go. Good job, guys. All right, next question. What is the name for a group of wolves? Yep, that's easy. Hitoshi is still in the lead. What is an example of a simile? It's giving you the answer in the picture, guys. There you go. A simile is comparing two things using like or as. Just remember that. Write that down on a piece of paper. How many innings are in a regular baseball game? Y'all should know this. Y'all should know this. There you go. Wait. What? Mhm. Y'all must have been thinking about football. No way. There's 9 innings to baseball. In Greek mythology, Aphrodite is the goddess of what? And there you go. So y'all do know a lot about history, but not about common sense. What is the name of this prehistoric monument? Use process of elimination here, guys. Process of elimination. There you go. Alright, guys, we're going to pause there. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Just had to grab something to eat. All right, we're back. We're back. Hang on. I think I gotta end the game. Yeah, I might have to. Okay. Well, Hitoshi was the winner. So, what should the next game mode be, Hitoshi? Dragon Ball? Like original Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT. Or just like Dragon Ball in general. Like everything. DBZ? Okay. Well, that's weird. I think my Kahoot just crashed. It's not letting me load it. Oh, never mind. I loaded. We're good. Don't worry, guys. We're good. Okay, so DBZ. All right, here we go. All right, y'all are both in. Let's go. Dragon Ball Z trivia. Ignore all other forms. How many Saiyan levels are there? There are four. In Dragon Ball Z, or in Dragon Ball Super, what is the name of this form? There you go. In Dragon Ball Super, what is the name of this form? Hmm. Y'all got that one quickly. In Dragon Ball Super, who achieved Super Saiyan God level first? Mm-hmm. In Dragon Ball Z, who was this legendary Super Saiyan? Wow, y'all got that within like the first second or two. In Dragon Ball Z Kai, the number what number was this android? Hmm. What number was this android in Dragon Ball Z Kai? Wow. What number was this android in Dragon Ball Z Kai? Oh boy. Asking for androids at this point. This is easy. Both of y'all should get this right. Mm-hmm. More androids. Hmm. Which two androids does Cell devour? Mm-hmm. In Dragon Ball Z, what happened after Android 18 died? What happened after she died? There you go. In Dragon Ball Super, what happened after Android 17 revived? Wow. Here's the thing, if you guys read the manga, he started a family. In Dragon Ball Super, how many kids does Bulma and Vegeta have? This is very straightforward. Wow. In any game, who is this character? Spell it correctly, guys. Spell it correctly. Lord have mercy. Oh boy. In Dragon Ball GT, who is Pan's parents? Lord have mercy. Whew. What? First female Saiyan. There you go. And also, after this, guys, we're going to go over the new Piccolo kit together. We're going to go over it. In Dragon Ball Super, which universe is this Saiyan from? This is very easy. There you go. And got 2 more questions left. In Dragon Ball Super, what caused Vegeta to be upset with Goku? Alright, last question. In any anime, how many kids does Goku and Chi-Chi have? Be careful about this one. I'll give you a hint. Oh, y'all didn't need it. Never mind. Alright, we got the Dragon Ball Z Trivia Podium. 3rd place, nobody. 2nd place, Lewis. And in 1st place is Hitoshi. Good job, man. Good job. Alright. Now, we are going to go over so I have a quick question for everyone in the chat. Have y'all seen the kit? Have y'all seen the Piccolo kit? Got a dip? Alright, bro, bye. Ooh, okay, so Lewis has not seen it. So we're gonna go over the kit really quickly. I wrote this down myself. So we have the Piccolo fused with Kami kit. He's coming out tomorrow. Let me remind you of that. His tags, he is tag Super Warrior, Regen, Merging, and Namekian. And his episode, only episode, is is Cell Saga. So you got to be mindful of that. Whoops. Okay. His strike arts does have blast armor. His blast arts, now when someone charges through his blast cards, it's going to deal an extra 170% damage against the blast armor. And now we're going to move on to the blue card. It gives an extra 50% damage to blue card damage on activation. And if you actually land the blue card, it's going to reduce your enemy ki by 100. And all enemy health restoration goes down by 50%, and so does the ki recovery as well by 50% on hit. Now the green card, this is a very good green card. In case y'all didn't know, this is a very good green card. Now the green card, it obviously draws one card, it heals, it gives ki, of course. It's a charge green card, by the way. It's not an AoE. It gives, so basically what this means, sub count on switch -5. Usually when you switch out of a character, they go up to 10 timer counts, 10 sub counts, until you can switch back into them. Well, Piccolo's case is that he's only going to be on 5 timer counts when you switch out of him. So you can be able to get back in there faster if something happens. Like if you're up against a green unit and you have a different blue unit in there. Or actually, no, if you're going against like a red unit, you can just swap into Piccolo. So that's what makes that helpful. He goes type neutral for a few timer counts, and he also seals your enemy blasts. Now the ultimate arts, this is a very powerful ultimate. You get 100% more damage guard penetration. You nullify endurance. It is cancelable, so keep that in mind. And all of your allies sub count -10 if you land the ultimate. So that's going to be really helpful, like in case you don't have Banish and you land the ult, you can switch back out to get Banish. Here's a big point. You inflict your enemy with extreme bleed. So after you land the ult, your opponent will slowly die. Their health bar will slowly go down as time progresses until he switches out, and then it resets. So the main ability, of course, it draws an ultimate arts. It gives 30% health, 50%, 50 ki. Here's the ridiculous part about this main ability. It reduces enemy ki by 100 and takes away 2 enemy Dragon Balls. This area right here is crazy. Should I pull for him when he releases? Sure. Go ahead. I'm not summoning for him because I don't have any good teams for him. He's a ranged type character. But if you want to summon, that's all you. Go ahead. Now his starter ability is insane. This is like him by himself without any buffs. So his damage is automatically 330%. His damage guard is 260%, which that's like, I think, the same as Ultra Buhan's. The ki recovery, you get 50% ki recovery, plus 1 card draw speed. What rarity is he? He's a legend. Legend rarity. Legend. He's the second legend rarity. He gets 15% health restoration, and he also, here's a special gimmick right here. It's Revival Disrupt. So y'all should know Blue LF Super Saiyan 2 Revival Gohan. He heals 70% after reviving. Now if you kill him with Piccolo, he's only going to heal 28% of his health back. Or -60. So he's only going to heal 10% of his health back. That's crazy. technically new mechanic. It's a revival disrupt in a way. And keep in mind, all of this, his entire starter ability is all uncancelable, by the way. Now, his unique ability, this is going to be very important. So, on battlefield entry, he draws one card if his hand has 3 or fewer. He gets 15% health, 30% key, or 30 key, and his unique gauge charges faster when he uses a strike or blast on entry. He also does go type neutral on strike and blast arts use, which is very interesting. Oh, wait, if I extend it a little bit. There we go. Okay, he goes type neutral off of that. And every time on strike and blast arts use, he gets 30% extra damage and he nullifies special cover change. It's only one time, so that's something we need to keep in mind. He only does it one time. So to keep that in mind, just for if you do pull him, Lewis, just come back to this live stream, study his kit, or you can go watch like Zakashi. He's a YouTuber. Shout out to him. He did a showed you summon video, and he goes over the kit and he puts it better in the explanation. So I would go watch him if you do pull the Piccolo. But yeah. So, and this is a really funny thing. So when you get hit by an enemy arts, your ally's sub count goes down by 1, your enemy arts cost goes up by 10, and all enemy sub count plus 2. So basically, he's like a disrupt. He's a disruptor, pretty much. And something that gave him when HP reaches 0, he has indestructible, which is very very unique because we haven't had an indestructible unit since like a permanent indestructible that didn't need like requirements. The last time we got one of those was LF Kid Goku from the Dragon Ball campaign. That was like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. It was sometime last year. I think like before the year ended, around there. So he nullifies and cancels attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. And here's something really nice. He destroys your enemy's entire hand and reduces your enemy key by 50. Now, after his indestructible gets popped, after it ends, he gets 50% HP back. And here is something right here. He has a special cover change against blast. So just to keep that in mind, that's a cover change against blast. Onto his unique gauge and then his legend action. So his unique gauge, when it's full, it draws 2 cards. It gives some health, gives key. Here's something though. It gives 20% overdrive gauge, which I think is crazy. He gets 40% extra damage. He nullifies special cover change. He gets card protection, and that's something that's a must in today's meta is card protection. And he also cancels attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. Now here's the thing that really matters right here. The legend action right here. Now from low area to high. Now I'm sure you know about the Vegito, like he goes from the air to the ground with his action. The Piccolo, he goes from the ground to the air in his. And also, he draws an ultimate the first time he does it. He draws an ultimate. So that's something to keep in mind. It draws an ultimate. So overall, pretty solid kit. I would recommend going back or going to watch someone go over the kit, when the unit actually comes out, I would recommend going to watch showcases. Like I would go watch the Dummy, Ryuden, um, probably Playbox, and just some of those content creators. They do really good showcases. So, so yeah. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of today's stream. Hope y'all have an amazing rest of your night. Oh, hang on. You think if I get him, I could swap him out for my Gogeta Blue? Yeah, you probably could. On the team that you have, you probably could. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of today's stream. Thanks for sticking around for this hour. Have an amazing rest of your day. Peace out.